40 years, the very recognizable style of MacKenzie-Childs has been adding those unique and very distinct pieces to our home decor. Not only are they stunning, but they're also functioning, and we are so excited to be able to offer for the very first time at a today's special value price, in honor of their 1-year anniversary here at QVC, they're always popular canister sets, and these are in sizes that we've never done before. Today's special value price for the very first time. What you're getting is 3 of the small canisters, a mini, a Demi, and then also the small in your choice of amazing MacKenzie-Childs signature colors. So we'll start right here with the always iconic and probably most collected. That is your black courtly check. The next one is the emerald check, and that one is one of the newer collections added this actually earlier this month. We have the rosy check. We have the sterling check, and then we also have the royal check pattern. This is also one of the newer pieces. The Mocha check was introduced earlier this year. And then we have new florals. The white flower, the black flower, and the green flower are all new this season. And then finally, this gorgeous blue flower choice. You get all 3 of these pieces, and we're gonna talk about the incredible workmanship and the hand painting and the detail that goes into it. But honestly, what we do need to make sure you understand is that the today's special value price is the lowest price that we have ever offered in a canister set. You get it home for $179.99 with 5 payments of $36 on a credit card, as opposed to the regular QVC price, which is $278. Rebecca Proctor has become a familiar face here at QVC. She is a part of the team that brings to us this collection, the creative designer for MacKenzie-Childs.
Hi.
And she actually was hired by the
founders.
Original founders,
That's right.
Well,
Absolutely.
it's nice to have you here with us.
It's so nice to be here. Thank you
so much.
Thank
We're
you.
so thrilled about the opportunity to add to many people's collections, but also inspire the people that have not started to collect MacKenzie-Childs to go ahead and start that collection today. Because this, if it's my understanding, is the first thing that many people purchase when they start collecting MacKenzie-Childs.
Absolutely, either canisters or tea kettles. Okay. That's where you start if you're new to MacKenzie-Childs.
Gotcha.
And we're all about color and joy and pattern and bringing that into your home to really make a difference, right?
Love it. So let's talk about the process and what these are. So first of all, they're canisters that can be used anywhere in your home, and it's important to note that yes, we want the personality, we want that collectability, but we also want the function.
Precisely, and these are made of, they're called enamel ware, which is heavy gauge steel that's then painted with ground glass. And the checks are painted one at a time. It's really handmade product with such integrity.
Well, here's the video of the process.
Right? This is how we paint our pottery. Same process on enamel ware. And look at the time and the energy to drag each and every check. We don't use stencils. They're completely painted by hand. It's really like having art in your home that's functional.
And I am an artist.
You are?
And and that flat brush number 12.
You know it well?
I know it very well. It's different, of course, than painting when you're painting on enamel or painting on stainless. But the whole process is very, it's meant to be organic. So every canister is going to be hand-painted piece of artwork, and no one will be exactly the same as yours.
That's right.
We'll walk through the actual canisters themselves.
Sure. This is Courtly check, and this is really the first check that we ever developed back in the 90s, actually. And it's black and white, and it goes everywhere. It's very graphic, very bold. But what I love about these canisters, these wonderful 3 sizes, is that, of course, each one is unique and painted by hand, but they're embellished with a beautiful brass bobèche, and in the case of Courtly check, this red cinnabar bead. And of course our logo, also that gorgeous brass plaque on the front that says MacKenzie-Childs. And they're decorative, but they're functional too.
Right.
And every lid, I just want to take one off here. There you go. It's got a seal. It's got a rubber gasket. So whatever you put inside that, whether, whoopsie, there it goes, coffee, tea, whatever it is, it's going to stay fresh inside.
Fresh. And talk to us about the cleaning of this. These are hand washed?
Hand wash with care, of course, a scrubby soap and water, that's all you need, and you're good to go. But they're decorative, and they're beautiful, and they're functional. In any room in your home, right? That's what we love about them.
And you get all three of these.
You
so
do.
You get the mini, you get the little Demi,
and the small.
The small. So again, beautiful colors. That is the classic, and that's
Courtly
the one
check.
that started it all.
That's
the Courtly
right.
check. Now, the check is signature to the collection.
So
as so many of
signature.
us we know.
Yes.
So here is one of the new additions, the Emerald, which has been
check.
very popular.
Launched
right?
last night at midnight.
Yeah.
Around the world.
Love
We were the
it.
first to have it.
To have it here.
And the color is so pretty. It's a
is
very
beautiful.
botanical green. It's a very verdant, bright, fresh summer spring green. It's luxe and gorgeous. And what, again, you can see are those colors dragged through each and every check. That's what makes MacKenzie-Childs unique, is the artistry of handwork in each and every one.
Love it. I mean, the steady hand to create that pattern, it ain't easy, folks. Let me tell you.
You know what? I love that you're a painter.
Yeah.
It's not easy.
Paint
It's
is
not
hard
easy.
to control.
It is.
It actually controls you in many cases. But I love that kind of organic, everyone is going to be a little bit different.
Yeah.
You know, feature is also built into it. And again, you have that beautiful seal. Here is the Rosy check.
Rosy check we launched here on your show on March 6th last year.
Okay.
And it's the most beautiful shade of blush cosmetic pink. I'm crazy about this color. It's just elegant and lovely, and it mixes back with all of our other check colors, green or black or even the royal or sterling.
That's so pretty. This
Isn't
is
it
like
pretty?
vanity check for me. This looks like it's something that should be on that elegant vanity.
Why not?
In the
With your
bathroom or
cotton
whatever.
swabs
Yeah,
and
yeah,
all
I
the
love
things.
It. And all these three actually have the clear little
Glass knob.
Glass knob.
It's sort of a bed knobs and broomsticks,
Right.
literally
Yes,
a glass
yes.
knob, right?
I love it.
So
All right,
fun.
Then we go into the silver.
So this is called
sterling.
sterling check. And again, just pairing it next to Rosy or even the royal is so pretty. Sterling check is one of my favorite colors because it's kind of neutral.
Yeah.
Right? So many kitchens have a lot of gray in them today, but it's a little softer than our gorgeous courtly check that's black and white. And it's going to go into so many beautiful environments. This is what I have in my kitchen.
What you call when you take a brush stroke is loading the brush. When you load a brush,
Oh, this is so fun for me. Hearing you, I love this conversation.
when you load a brush, this one looks like maybe she had used a little blue and
Yes,
dipped it.
she took the tip of her brush and just dipped it, loaded it with
Right.
a little bit of blue, a
So-
little bit of yellow,
Yeah,
and then
so
dragged.
it's going to drag and catch
Exactly.
on some of the other colors, which is cool. And again, you won't see that in the same canister.
They'll
on
never be
another
the same.
color. None of them will be the same. They're all going to
Exactly.
be different. But
Exactly.
speaking of blue, we have the royal check.
Royal
so she
check.
probably was painting royal check and then went to silver.
Exactly. That's exactly what she did.
Of course.
But I love this color blue knob. It's like sea glass. Remember
Beautiful.
collecting that
Yeah.
as a kid on the beach? This is a blue sky blue. It's a beautiful shade of blue. It's going to look, blue I think is the #1 color in home.
Is it?
I think it
Yeah,
is.
yeah.
And so this is great with navy or white or any of our check colors. And it's fun to mix them all together. We love a playful use of, obviously we like color
Sure.
very much, but this is a gorgeous shade of blue.
So for your teas, for your sugars, for whatever your dry goods may be, this is perfect. But then
Sure.
think outside of the box. If your office is decorated with blue, then this would be for your paper clips,
So
your
pretty.
pens, your all those accessories.
Exactly.
So have them wherever you need them. They're not just for kitchen. Of course, a lot of the things that MacKenzie-Childs does is kitchen centric, but this one can go wherever you decide
Precisely.
to put it, which is why there are so many patterns and colors like this new Mocha check. Now, this
Be
was
still my
introduced
heart.
earlier this year.
Just introduced here in January. This is just, people are crazy about it. You know, so many of our wonderful customers live in very soft spaces and neutral spaces.
Right.
If you've got a white kitchen, this is just this gorgeous little accent. Your eye's going to be drawn to it immediately when you walk in the room because it's got personality.
It does. It's love it. I love it. It's soft and it's a great gift idea. So if this is for housewarming, my daughter just bought her second home.
Wow.
So this is something that I think she would really appreciate.
Perfect.
It's a treasure, and again, they're functional as well as being decorative and collectible. So it's kind of the trifecta of why you want home accessories. They add the personality, they add the character to your space, and of course they also add function. Now let's get into flowers. So flowers for spring.
Hello.
Groundbreaking.
And and you as a painter, you can imagine that all these flowers started as fine art first. They started with the painting in our studio, and then we turned them into color transfers that are then hand applied to each one of these beautiful canisters. And these feel very English to me. I don't know why, but they do. And they're gorgeous, and flowers just bring life into any space all year long.
Joy, love it. I can see this in a powder room. Maybe this is where you put your extra soap, or put it on the vanity in your main bedroom, just to add a little elegance.
So many uses, right?
Even a small box of tissues would look better.
Why not?
In a bag or a canister like this, as opposed to what you typically would put them in. So that's the white flower.
Yes, and then gorgeous. This to me, it is stunning. So this is Black Flower Market, and what I love is the way the flowers take to the black surface. This to me is so elegant and beautiful and dramatic, right? It's going to look amazing against a backsplash in a kitchen. I love that you said all the different rooms you can use them in. The kitchen, the desk, the powder room, the craft room. It's game night. Put all of your dice and fun, crazy things in there. They're just canisters, vertical storage to tidy up a space.
So pretty and really high gloss. So we'll talk about the making of in just a second. We've got two more colors to go through, and then we'll talk about the actual making of these. And then here is the green floral, which is so pretty.
It's kind of retro.
Yes.
Right? It feels like a 50s kitchen green. I love this shade of green. And again, I love the way the flowers pop off the surface. They really take on a lovely personality. And I want to point out too, on the knobs, or the lids rather, they have this brass bobèche and this glass knob, and it's the same size knob and bobèche on each of the canister lids. And we love personality.
And is this a pineapple in the...
That is I love you. It's a thistle.
Well, thank you.
So, Mackenzie is a Scottish name of Scottish origin, right? And the thistle is their symbol, their country symbol of fortitude. And they are the most beautiful flowers. They just burst through craggy soil and bloom. They're strong, and that's where the name comes from.
Well, I thought pineapple because that's the international symbol
hospitality,
of
right? Exactly.
So, and I think, either thistle or pineapple, however you want to do it, whatever you see is for you. All right, and then finally, the blue flower,
it's
which
like
is
a
the
lapis
most
blue.
limited. This is so pretty.
It is the prettiest shade of blue. It is a really unique shade of blue and makes such a statement all on its own.
And this plaque, by the way, the brass, is all embossed.
That's
so when you look at this and you see a little of that kind of oxidation that is applied, that is all textured and three-dimensional. There's a lot going on when it comes to these.
There's a lot going on.
Really are. You get all three of those. It's not a choice of. Today's special value price, $179.98. Regular QVC price is $278. So for $100 less than what you would pay for this set. This is the lowest price that we've ever offered, and the sizes, just so you know, are the 14-ounce mini.
That's right.
The Demi, which is 24 ounces, and then the 38-ounce small choice. And again, you get all three of them. So I want to show the how they're made video one more time, just so that you can see the process of painting all of these beautiful pieces. Here it is, and look at all of the fun colors that they get to work with when creating their ceramic ware. It's literally hand painted, same process on that pottery is at our studio in Aurora, New York. We have a farm there that's kind of central MacKenzie-Childs. Same process. We love handwork. We love hand painting. We love the evidence of hand in just about everything that we do. And that's what makes each piece so special, I think. I tell you what, getting these striations, and this particular paint design is painted east to west.
Yeah, yes.
So it's not an up and down
Exactly.
stroke. It's east to west, which imagine trying to hold that steady
So
and having
hard.
it lined up. And the
It takes time.
perfection of imperfection is exactly what they've done here with this handcrafted work. It really is
You're
beautiful.
speaking my language.
Am I?
You are so
Okay.
speaking perfect imperfection, because that is what handwork is all about,
That's
right?
right.
It's that evidence of hand that no two are ever going to be alike.
Exactly.
It's art, but it's functional, it's practical. I think that's what MacKenzie-Childs really does best in the kitchen, is we make it a space that's useful but beautiful too.
Look at our beautiful table.